Welcome back. Well, a bill that could bring new federal rules to the NCAA, including how college athletes are compensated, is now on the sidelines. The U.S. Senate was expected to take this measure up before leaving for its August recess, but the clock just ran out. And now the vote is expected to wait until September, keeping this debate over name, image, and likeness, or NIL, athlete compensation. And the future of college sports in a holding pattern. So joining us now, Florida Congressman Randy Fine. Congressman, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. So NIL has gotten out of control. You have college athletes being paid literally millions of dollars here. Why is federal legislation needed now, in your opinion, or is it?
Well, I think it depends on what that legislation is, but the integrity of college sports is at risk. So it used to be, you wanted to play in college so you could get a scholarship to go to school for free. Now college sports has been turned into some sort of mini professional league. And keep in mind, this is all at institutions whose job it is not to run sports franchises, but to educate our youth. And so we're seeing breakdown in teams, breakdown in the function of education, chaos as it relates to transfers. And it simply seems like something we've got to get under control.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions about, do you cap this, do you not? From increasing the revenue sharing cap to $48.8 million to creating a retention pool, tightening NIL rules, limiting agent fees, a lot of things that could be done here. There's two sides to this because these athletes, they're not just, they're student athletes and they're in college, but it's basically a full-time job while being a full-time student. So a lot of people think they should be compensated for it. Where do you draw the line?
Well, I think the challenge is at this point, they're not really student athletes. They're professional athletes. And I think the challenge is that our educational institutions have been turned into professional leagues, but the athletes don't get paid. They're making all of this money on the outside. And so it's a complicated problem with a complicated solution because we have to remember these are universities. These are not professional sports franchises. So how do we treat the students fairly, but also protect the integrity of our college system? And I think that's what we're struggling to get to an answer on.
So, Congressman, there are a lot of concerns from critics, of this Protect College Sports Act, including Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville, who he's raised objections to this bill. He thinks it could create more problems for college athletes. Would love to, know where you stand on something like this. Is legislation needed?
Yeah, it's certainly possible. Look, when a problem props up, the government can often make that problem worse. What was it? The worst thing that you hear is, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Yes. So his concerns are justified. Government intervention could create unanticipated consequences. And I certainly heard about some of those from universities in Florida. I think what we all have to agree on, though, is there is a real problem here. College sports is not like it was 20 or 30 years ago, where kids went to college, they went for 4 years, they played a sport. The vast majority went on to live professional lives outside of that sport. It's completely changed, and you've got kids transferring from one school to another year after year after year. We don't want college sports, we don't want college football to be the mini NFL. And so we have to figure out how to get that right. The concerns are justified, and that's why we're continuing to work on it.
It's a great point. Great discussion. Thank you, Congressman Randy Fine.
Thank you.